here with Alec.
Hi.
Talk to me about Occam.
So Occam is a wireless presentation solution which we've developed. This is our global debut. It's the first time we've been out in the public. And it's a solution that we created based on basically some research that we've done. We've worked in this industry for a long time, installing meeting room solutions. And what we wanted to create was a very simple wireless presentation solution. It's extremely reliable and extremely high quality. And it has a very, very simple user interface that people can use in meeting rooms and shared work environments.
Wireless presentation, the user experience is really important. We have digital natives, we have Gen Z. These are users who want technology to work the first time, and if it does not, they're not going to invest the time to really learn about it. How does Occam kind of account for this?
Yeah, so one thing that certainly we talk about Gen Z now is that everyone's personal device, you basically build up an ecosystem. So some people will use, let's say, Slack and Skype for Business, Google Hangouts. There's all these different proprietary softwares, and people build their own little ecosystems on their devices. And then when you go into the group setting, we didn't want to introduce a barrier. So then you have to go onto a different type of device and use a different interface when you've already got the interface that you're used to and is set up for you personally. So what we wanted to do is just allow people to take this device and extend it into the group setting for the time that they need to, very simply, without having to compromise their experience at all. So that's why we created Occam, for that need. And also, people now speaking a lot more in video and using a lot more presentations that are a bit more fluid and less, there's less sort of spreadsheets, and it's more sort of like video. So we also wanted to make sure that those run very smoothly on our system as well.
And what would you say is the core philosophy behind Occam that sets it apart from all the other competitors in the market?
Well, so Occam, I don't know if you're familiar with
Occam's razor.
With Occam's razor, yes. So all things considered, the simplest solution is the best solution. So after, like I was saying before, working in the AV industry for a long time, we've used all these different sort of platforms that have a lot of features, and what we found is that people really just get quite confused with that. And what they actually want to do is just be able to simply share their content with the screen in the room without having to know which meeting room they're in, or have to pick from a drop-down menu, or basically any barrier, like you were saying before, any barrier of entry can be too much for people. They can just be like, okay, we'll just huddle around the laptop because this is too difficult for us to work out. And especially with the co-working market and people like that, where you're actually renting time now, so you're paying for these meeting rooms for a period of time. People don't want to waste any time. So, like I say, if it's going to take a while to get up on that screen, then people are just going to not bother with that. So we just wanted to remove all those barriers. So we basically stopped ourselves from the very tempting feature creep of adding little features and 10 people on the screen at once and those sort of things, and basically really focused on just getting people onto that screen as simply as possible with the highest quality image, and making that our core philosophy.
Thank you so much for your time, Alec.
No, thank you, mate.